Tell us about what just happened in LA County, please.
Well, let me set it up by saying,
Yes.
In the building the city council has all their offices and meets in, there are above it like these walkways, and it's been pretty well known for years that mayors will send people up there to listen to what the city council is saying in the back rooms, so they have knowledge ahead of time of what's going on. And apparently they're really awful people. But besides the racism thing, they're really just terrible. Apparently they forgot that was a thing. And so someone was up there and recorded them in their offices talking. And boy, was it racist.
It's like black and brown on this floor. And then there's this white guy with this little black kid who's misbehaved. The kid is bouncing off the effing walls on the floor, practically tipping it over. There's nothing you can do to control him.
Translation, little monkey.
They're raising him like a little white kid, which I was like, this kid needs a beat down. Like, let me take him around the corner and then I'll bring him back.
Mike Bonin, who is one of our more left councilmen, he's actually leaving, but he adopted a black son, and the president of the city council started talking about how he was misbehaving on a float at a parade, and called him a little monkey, and said he's being raised like a white kid, and if it was her, she would take him and beat the crap out of him. Went on to say an astounding amount of things, like the district attorney is
with the blacks.
Yeah,
fuck him. He's with the blacks.
Yeah, with the blacks. Yeah.
It's just a barrage. Every single time I go in and read something else, you're like, oh, this is also horrible. Like they just and it's very obvious that this is just how they talk. It's not like someone caught them at a very juicy moment in time.
Right.
This is who they are.
None of the other people on the tape are going, oh, geez,
yeah,
right. I've never heard they're all like,
it's not like, whoa, what are you talking about? Like, they're obviously not shocked by it.
Right. Yeah.
There's anti-Semitism, there's homophobia.
Oh,
there's
there is
like
anti-Semitism? That makes me feel seen.
Yeah.
I say Nuri went on this whole tirade about how Israel is an apartheid government. So
nice.
We were just outrageous. How dare she?
She's my she works for me. I heard that she said some homophobic stuff. I haven't heard it. I did hear this terrible stuff she said about Mike Bonin's son, and then I heard the stuff she said about. She talked about like Oaxacans and like Korean Oaxaca. I mean, just like racist stuff about how people look, like indigenous people.
God. Yeah, there was an article just came out a couple of days ago that was quoting her talking about her neighborhood in very anti-Semitic terms. How like it used to be represented by the Katzes of the world, the Bermans of the world.
Right.
How she never actually saw them in the community. And I mean, she's awful. They're all, and the thing that, and I think it's getting heard almost as much happily, is that, you get through that barrage of just rage-inducing racism, and you get to the fact that they're sitting there like, now let's do some corruption, and they're openly colluding to carve up districts of progressive representatives who are their enemies, including my own rep. I can't remember, is she yours, Dave? Nithya Raman in the 4th District, who we all worked for early on, who's great, and won a amazing election against a terrible sort of centrist incumbent, and has been doing a lot of work for the homeless. And they were literally just they're openly talking about how they're going to carve up her district. Right.
Which is like getting a little bit lost, because people are understandably upset by what she said about various groups of people and about a little boy. But it is true that there's like redistricting and carving up districts and corruption, like you were saying.
Openly acknowledging it's for political purpose.
Yeah, and these people hold power.
Right.
I mean, like it's not just like they're your fucked up, racist uncle or something.
Right.
Like they are going to do things that impact the people that they hate.
Yeah.
And these are establishment Democrats. They are not, there's no conflict here if you're some kind of leftist. These are centrist Democrats being just absolutely as awful as you
can feel good hating them.
The bad news is, even though, like, first, what did she was called on to resign. She didn't. She stepped down from being the president.
Yeah.
And now she's
Wow.
taking some time off until it dies down. Sorry, to
Paid.
talk to her family
Paid
or
time
whatever.
off.
Pay time off. Oh, nice.
Yeah, take time.
Who the,
Yeah,
but how is
but-
that a fucking thing you can do? It's you can just go like, okay, I'm gonna not do this for a little while and make money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll come back.
What the fuck is
Yeah, that's
that?
so
You'll be
brave.
done. But the
That's so
sad thing is,
impressive.
while she's gone, her replacement is a guy that they, in fact, on the tapes refer to as her guy, Mitch O'Farrell, who's almost a cartoon villain. Whose opponent is running right now is a great Hugo Soto Martinez is running in his district in the 13th, who's fantastic. But yeah, now Mitch O'Farrell, who's his monster, he's in charge. He's like the new
Oh,
president
great.
pro tem.
So we all win.
Mitch O'Farrell, we had during COVID, essentially they created in a park in Echo Park. The Dunhouse took it over, and they had showers, and they set up a little city for themselves, and it was functioning wonderfully. But the neighbors didn't like it, so Mitch O'Farrell spent $2 million having the police come in and remove them.
Oh, right. Yeah.
$2 million. What an astounding waste of money. Like, think about what you could have done for those people. It's incredible how bad these politicians are.